We must protect the position of the American dollar as a pillar of monetary stability around the world.
The dollar, the last known superpower of the U.S., is coming to an end. Today, U.S. dollars represent about 60% of the value of all the currencies in the entire world. But that trend is also changing.
The dollar looks like they're dumping it.
The world's largest oil producer, Saudi Arabia, is reportedly asking to join BRICS.
As more and more developing nations, including some of the world's largest economies, decide to ditch the dollar in their bilateral trade, voices of concern and even despair are being heard in the US over the looming end of America's global financial dominance.
So, is this actually the fall of America? Are we going to witness one of the largest, most powerful nations ever in world history collapse during our lifetime? I don't think so. Maybe one day, but not during our lifetime. And I'll tell you why. If you look at the news, you'll think the dollar was collapsing right now. I trade the Forex markets and the dollar is moving how the dollar normally moves. And I don't know if you noticed, but they've been saying this for years, that the dollar is going to collapse, the dollar's done.
Here's one from 2004 warning about the disappearing dollar. Here's one from 2006 about the end of the dollar's dominance. Another from 2009, China displacing the US dollar. 2012, 2015. Here's one all the way back from 1975 about OPEC cutting its link with the US dollar.
And the dollar's still on top. America's still number one. America's still the most powerful nation. But I see people in comments saying that they're leaving the country. Where are you gonna go? China? Russia? Are you gonna go to Africa? Because a leader in Africa told you guys that they're to sell dollars and the dollar's gonna fall. Do you know why Africa is in bed with China? It's because of all the investments that China made in Africa. They owe China right now.
The African Union headquarters was built in 2012, but it was not paid for by any African nation.
The impressive new headquarters of the African Union, entirely funded by the Chinese government.
They're not just saying that just because they really don't want dollars. Everybody wants dollars. That's why the majority of the world does trade in dollars. Like I said, one day it's going to happen. Nobody holds the world reserve currency forever, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. And the day I start believing that it's getting closer and closer to time for America to lose its world reserve currency status is the day the Chinese depeg the yuan from the dollar. China is still pegged to the dollar. What that means is if the dollar goes down, the yuan goes down. So you guys don't got to keep sending me these articles. The day that they depeg from the dollar, officially depeg from the dollar, is the day I'll start getting concerned about the fall of America. Until then, I'm going to keep getting money. Dollars, to be specific. Even if everybody on social media says that it's worthless.